Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set, 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Exit. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Right there, 54, right there, right there. Go.
On 1st and 10, Cruz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we... Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Ready, breaks. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Ready, go.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, D.
To throw again, Cruz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Cruz on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. High 7, let's go. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, ready, go.
Now Cruz, operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watch the flag.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
3 down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going up top. And this is inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Nice pick.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, how to play.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Here we go.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 22.
.380.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Booster team. Watch the run. Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Nice.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Mike 3. 19. Mike 3. Army. Army. 0-0. Mike 3. Mike 3.
To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
54. Here we go. 54.
Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get ready. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Ready, go.
Cruz to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Bravo! Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Cruz now from the gun. He'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right there. Alpha. Right there. 54 Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike's 5-4.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go. Got it. Check Mike 54. Scene 6. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 66. Bullet high. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Good work, boys.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 95's the sand, though. Check it.
Now Wilson going to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now Cruz to throw. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Foxtrot. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 56, Mike. 50.
On 1st down, Cruz. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's
6
go,
yards was the pickup on the last
Check
completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 50.
Off the play fake. Cruz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
56 to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now it's Wilson. And that one's complete to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Big stop, let's go. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards.
Combo. Watch the pass. Wide.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Silver.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stay with your man. Mike 5-4.
Here's Cruz operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
54. We own it. Check. 54's Mike. Ready.
Looking to throw. Cruz. He finds Taylor. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. Cruz. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Slam, slam, slam. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. 61, matchbox, right. Hey, one set, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Paul, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 54. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Cruz looking to throw on second down. Paul bringing it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you dropped the right part. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Not today.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. Check three. Go.
On first down, Paul. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Exit.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, watch that.
Second and 6. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
54 Mike. Check. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Cruz on 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Friday. Mike 3.
From the gun, Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Mike 3. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns up. And he caught it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run with Taylor. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
That's it, baby.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a draw play for Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Got it. 0-0, Mike 3. Off. Switch up.
Mike 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go.
And they take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Colts, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the